Soul Garden.
Hello my archers, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Update, my newest horoscope edition. My name is Christopher Witecki, your host to the universe. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been redesigning the horoscopes so that I can put them out a little bit quicker and more reliably, and I do appreciate everything as far as people have been sending love and whatnot. We're doing a whole bunch of changes. If you don't know, while I was down, the Act 3 videos are out. So if you are a Sagittarius or a Sagittarius rising, you can download immediately at soulmart.me. This is where I'm going to dive deep on the very important change going on this fall. Actually, this week is where it begins. It has to do with where you belong in the world and where your place is in society. So download today. It's informative. Everyone's telling me they are fabulous. Now for the Sagittariuses, it has been a difficult year, and we have, I have to say, 3 more hard months. I'm not going to lie to you. This month, though, is a little easier than usual. It's about belief structure, and really it's about connecting to the heart chakra, the I love state of awareness. Now, when you're a Sagittarius, you connect to your I love state of awareness through belief structure. You must be in love with what you believe. You must believe in love. For you, philosophy, learning, adventure are all synonymous with love. And this is what keeps you pure, right? As far as the Sagittarius is of a pure heart, or a pure teaching, or a pure professional mind to share wisdom, right? We call you the soul consultants. So the better you are connected to your own heart determines where your adventures are, determines where you teach, determines where all your power is. So you are working on connecting to your heart, and you are also working on polishing your belief structure. Now on Monday, Jupiter rules the day, so it's a day of exploring, but there is a chance of anxiety for you. That's just because of the nature of where the moon is. The moon is in Cancer, pulling emotions to trust and intimacy issues. So you might have a bit of trying to trust, but there's some other big themes going on, some of them that I actually bring up in the acts. The first really just has to do with where the moon is placed. Now technically it's Love Fest Day on Monday, and you should be feeling the love, but you may not be feeling the love just to the nature of where it is happening for the Sagittariuses. It's happening for you when it comes to trust and intimacy. Love Fest is when the moon crosses over Venus, and so it is about expanding your emotions, the moon, with Venus, the ability to receive. In your case, you are trying to receive and open up in general to yourself, to intimacy, to trust. So this is why, although it's Love Fest Day, there may be a little bit of anxiety for the Sagittariuses. But the other big reason is Saturn. Saturn and Mars have come together, okay? And this is really what I talk about in the ACT videos, these two coming together. Once Mars hits Saturn, it is time for Sagittariuses to take responsibility and move forward with where you belong in the world. This means cutting off the wrong friends. This means aiming for the title you want. This means if you wait tables and you say you're an actress, that happens to wait tables. It is time for you to move forward, and there will be anxiety in friendships that aren't built on foundation. There will be problems with any kind of secrets or lies. And I think Monday is the beginning of this, and this is really what the whole act is about, is you finding your proper place and where you belong in the world. And that comes down to knowing who you are, knowing who your friends are, and knowing what your vision is. So on Monday, there is a lot of anxiety because we're not just trying to open up to opening in general, but you're also being forced to move ahead in society. And it might just be like a little bit of depression that you're feeling on that first day as far as the society, pressure, just depression. Now Tuesday, things get even kind of crappier. I'm sorry, but that's because Uranus rules the day, so there will be breakdown. Now for you, Sag, this will be breakdown as to what you didn't understand, what information you didn't have, where your belief structure might have failed you, where what you might have, where you failed yourself by pointing your beliefs or your education or your adventure to something your heart didn't want. You may also have incredible opening or breakthrough. You may feel some anxiety, and there may be some storms as a result. Now, the issue of Uranus is that there will be some sort of area where in your beliefs there was a breakdown. But also we have this opposition that comes to a climax on this day between Pluto and Venus. Venus is adding the anxiety. Venus is that planet that's saying, hey, time to open to opening. and dilating anything as a human being is uncomfortable, right? So you're being told to dilate, basically, to anything and everything. Opposing Pluto brings all kinds of fears about money, what you'll be worth, if you'll be respected if you open up like that. So you have to reverse or reconsider how you define your self-esteem in order to do the opening with Venus. And this is part of Tuesday's ickiness, unfortunately. The moon, of course, is also still giving emotional wave to your trust and intimacy issues, so that adds to it. And then not to mention, of course, Uranus rules the day. Wednesday, things get better. It's cloudy and self-reflective. Mercury rules the day. That's an intellectual vibration, so you're feeling better. You always like it when the intellect rules. The planets are actually rather quiet. It's kind of really about the sun and the moon. You see, the moon moves into Leo on Wednesday, so emotions now begin to catch up to the month's topic. This is in countdown to Light Cast Day, which is on Friday. So on Wednesday, you're clear and you're rather sharp as the moon crosses over Mercury there in the beginning part of the first decan, excuse me. So you become very clear on the dumber parts of the lesson. You become very clear on the parts of yourself that need to let go of old beliefs. You become very clear on what you certainly don't think is right. Okay? And you become emotionally clear. That's the moon. As soon as you become emotionally clear, I argue that the top of you, the philosopher, the one aiming for the mission, the one calculating the whole big life purpose and meaning, what is meaningful to you, what do you believe in and not believe in, that's what meaningful is, and therefore you're in a state of love. If you're a Sag and you're pointing in that direction, you're open to the love. Basically, as you let go of the bottom, you open up at the top. And that's really what Wednesday's about. On Thursday, it's super groovy. It's a Venus ruled day. We had Love Fest Day on Monday, but you'll feel it on Thursday. That's because Venus itself is ruling the day, and that means by responding emotionally different to your life, you can restore peace and harmony to your life. That's what it's really about, restoring peace and harmony by responding differently. And again, that's really the sun and moon on approach for Light Cast Day, which is the next day. So it's kind of a day of maybe learning something, finding a solution, maybe responding differently like I suggested. And through all of that, Venus restores not just balance, but hopefully puts you into a direction of creative wonder, where you're heading down the path of what you want. Then we get to Friday. Friday's going to be a groovy day. You are sunny, you are wise, and it is Light Cast Day on Friday. And it's a Light Cast Day that is ruled actually by Neptune. So it's a very spiritual day. On Friday, you want to fill your heart with love, and you want to basically allow yourself to give and receive from the universe and step into, or hold space, as we like to say, for what it is that you want to draw into your life. So in your case, you're holding space for the meaning and life purpose that you want to aim for. You're holding space for the adventure you want to have. You're holding space for the topics you want to teach. These are all the Sag values. And here's the thing, the ones you keep are the ones you love. The ones you don't keep are the ones you don't love. And that's what Friday is about. Now, for those watched over by GA, we have a little present for you. I'll be sending out a Witecki with a link and a password to a Lightcast video that will help you Lightcast your belief structure. So make sure you click on it and watch it. It's my present to you and appreciation for working with us and continuing your subscription. All right. Whoops, that's me goofing around. Then on Saturday, it's kind of a serious day. Saturday is a day of commitment. Saturn rules the day, and when Saturn rules the day, we have to decide and commit. In your case, you are deciding and committing to where and what you believe. Now, the moon itself actually shifts into Virgo, so emotions shift to you for career. So you'll probably be thinking very career-centric on Saturday as you are committing to a life purpose. You're probably bringing career into that commitment. Furthermore, this trine between Uranus and Mercury kind of pushes forward your personal dreams. Remember, Mercury's hanging out at the beginning of Leo, the sun's at the end of Leo, and Uranus is in Aries. What this trine says is, as you definitely for good step away from the dumber parts of your belief issues, of education, or like I said, as you let go of what you no longer believe in, you immediately feel your heart open through this trine with Uranus. You feel your dreams closer. So what I'm trying to say here is, Sag, if you can't do the high vibration work, do the low vibration work and get rid of the stuff that holds you back. The enemies of your progress is the simplest way, I think, to put it. One interesting note is Jupiter. Jupiter in Gemini, which is helping you to expand long-term relationships, reports in that when you do all this soul work that I've talked to you about, you will begin on Saturday to see your entire marriage, long-term relationship potential expand. So some big breakthroughs with marriage and long-term relationships when you do the soul work of putting your life on its right purpose. On Sunday, it's action time. Mars rules the day. It's time to take action. You want to take action and step toward what your life purpose meaning is, what your belief structure is. Excuse me. In simpler terms, this is saying it's time to walk your talk, Sag. So no longer teaching but doing. Remember, the best teachers are the ones we can observe as mentors. So walk your talk on Sunday, put it into action. This is part of light casting our reality. Now the moon is still in Virgo on Sunday, so your emotions are still tied up with career and legacy. So it's highly likely that part of this life meaning purpose transit for most Sagittarius this year really has to do with a lot of career shifting that you want to do. And I recommend that you go ahead and do it. All right, my philosophers, thank you so much again for your patience, and I'm so happy to be back on the air. I intend to stay on the air now. Make sure you stay in your heart, get your Act 3 videos so I can give you even deeper guidance, and I'll see you in 7 days. Until then, live, love, be.